This is Jeff Veale, the business guru, coming to you once again from downtown Manila with 15 minutes of fame. And guys, if you want your 15 minutes of fame, why not come on the show? Think about it. TV commercial will set you back about 30 grand. While it's on, they're probably going to make a hot dog, grab a beer, make a coffee, go to the toilet, whatever. And this is the whole thing. 10 radio spots in your city probably set you back between 3 and 5 grand. They may play them at 1 or 2 in the morning when people are asleep. Come on, 15 minutes of fame, and we'll put you all across all the major social media channels, particularly LinkedIn and also, won't escape my mind for a moment, YouTube, with all your social media links, so people can reach out, you can talk to them, resonate with them, and put you in front of thousands of people. And it's up to you to turn some of those people into clients. So my next guest is quite capable of doing that. He's a money man, and his name is Rudy. He's going to do it better than me later on. Rudy, what's the last name, Rudy?
Gargioni.
Gargioni, there you go. See how it rolls off his tongue? He's had plenty of practice. Gargioni. Rudy Gargioni. He started his life in California shortly after moving up to Oregon. He was diagnosed with autism when he was 7 years old. He's fought back from all that. He knew from a very young age he had a special gift, but never really knew how to express it. He went through many trials in life, both personally and professionally, but entrepreneurship allowed him to truly find himself and impact the world in the way he knew he was always capable of. He's now building a very successful business, impacting people all across the country, empowering people to have solid financial foundations, and being an advocate for the 99% of people that don't have someone in their corner helping them understand the world of money. And guys, there's so much to understand. And someone like Rudy, just a cup of coffee, guys, can save you tens of thousands of dollars. What to do with your money, how to lower your taxes, etc., what investments are out there. And guys, the higher the return, common sense, the higher the return, the higher the risk. But there are such things out there, guys, as risk. They're not smaller, they're risk-free. But, is crossing the road risk-free? I'll ask you that one. Rudy, it's my great pleasure to welcome to the stage. How are you, my friend?
Pleasure. Doing absolutely fantastic. I've had a busy, productive week, and I got some pretty cool things coming forward, and I am very excited for this rest of this year.
Do really well. Tell us about your journey. What inspired you to pursue your current career path and that passion? Where did that come?
I lost my dream job. Let's start there. I had my dream job. I was in auto sales. I'm a very avid car enthusiast. The background probably gave it away. And I was selling cars. I loved what I did. I got paid well, had great benefits. I figured out, I'm going to do this forever and get my name on a gold plaque on the wall by the cash register. The pandemic had other plans in 2020. My whole town of 10,000 basically became a ghost town because tourists weren't coming in. Nobody's buying cars during a global recession either. The dealership I worked at couldn't afford to keep me. I said, guys, I understand it's business. Look at our town. We have not a single soul anywhere. So they let me go. I had a bit of retirement. I was bored. So I was like, all right, I guess the world's not ending. I should probably find something to do. And I realized, well, what's this working from home online thing? What's that about? Let me see what people are doing. Maybe I can do something from home. That'd be kind of fun. Everybody and their mom and their dog was in health and wellness, of course. I love health and wellness. I really do. I also love burgers. So I do promote health and wellness. But that's more of a side thing for me. I do believe health is wealth. If you're not healthy, it will hit you in the pocketbook in one way or another. It's very expensive to be unhealthy, especially in America. I won't get into that. But fast forward, I joined a bunch of networking events. I met some really cool people, met some wonderful connections. And then interestingly enough, the financial services industry found me. And my grandmother actually worked for Morgan Stanley Dean Witter for 23 years. So I've always kind of had it in my head, be like, it'd be kind of cool to do something in the financial services industry. I don't know what. I don't want to do accounting or a stockbroker. Maybe something will come. I don't know. But what I realized in getting into this industry is it's not just those things. There's many other ways to help people financially, whether it's making sure they have long-term care. So if they fall off a ladder and break their foot or something, they'll still be able to work or still be able to pay their bills. making sure people understand the implication of taxes in the future when it comes to their retirements, showing people, hey, there's places you can put your money where you won't lose a dime if the market has a tizzy, which we've seen a lot of that lately. Opening people's eyes and teaching them not just the strategies, but asking them questions like, hey, what does retirement mean to you? What is your relationship to money? I mean, I'll tell you this, guys, in my 20s, speaking about a cup of coffee, my relationship to money when I was younger, I was spending it left and right because I didn't know any better. Nobody taught me that. I was spending $210 a month on coffee. Guys, there's something called the time value of money. And if you put away $210 a month when you're 18 and you have your money working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, guess what? You might just have a retirement, at least something. You'll have something. And so it's way more than just money. So learning all of this cool stuff, I said, wow, I could really impact people generationally, not transactionally. So it's been 3.5 years. I love every minute of it. I have my 12-hour days. I go to 10 networking events a week. Love every minute of it.
You're in a position where you can actually help people. And what a better job is there than helping your fellow man and be a good human?
Yeah. My impact, well, ask me. That's the best part.
That's the obvious. That's the part. You and I haven't got a job. We've got a passion. So that's
exactly.
why we're laughing. That's why we're happy. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
What's been the most challenging aspect of your work, and how do you overcome that?
Oh, man. I'll tell you, the most challenging aspect of my passion is me. It's me. Because I'll tell you this, guys. Business is easy. The mechanics of business are easy. The hardest part of business is your mindset, your relationship to you. I've grown more in the past 3.5 years in this business than I have in probably the past 30, because I've learned so much about myself in the process. Who is Rudy? What does he want to do? What kind of impact does he want to have? How is he going to create the impact that that fills his heart? All those questions I had to ask myself. And I didn't necessarily have the answers either. So I had to find them.
The awesome part is it's the people we meet. We can learn from each individual. If you listen, you can learn from everyone, right?
Oh, yeah. And I always had open ears and a shut mouth. I would always listen to people. Hey, tell me about you. Tell me about what you do. How can I learn from you? What can I, and then I started learning more. Like, hey, what can I teach you? It was so cool. Like in growing and developing professionally, the biggest challenge was my own mind.
Perhaps covered this, but tell us an important moment in your career that changed your direction. I guess that was COVID. And what else? It's just you decided to investigate further, yeah?
Yeah, that was a big one, honestly, because I figured I had my perfect path set up, and then that was a big wrench into the equation. But honestly, the biggest thing for me in my career was being in the space and impacting people as deeply as I have been. Honestly, like, it gave me a sense of self-worth. I could honestly say I love myself more because it's way deeper than just, oh, I saved this person's retirement, or, oh, I helped them, build a future. It's like, I could have saved their marriage. I could have saved their life. I mean, big stuff like that. Yeah.
And basically, you're a living legacy. That's the reality. It's a legacy.
That's
every day.
Yeah, that's what I want for people. Because, I mean, people have been very patient with me growing up, and people have given me a lot of wonderful resources and their valuable time. And I said, well, I'm going to give back to the world, and here's how I do it.
Love it. In your opinion, what are the key qualities or skills do you believe have contributed to your enormous success?
Oh, man. There's a few. I'd say the biggest one, honestly, is having a healthy relationship with myself. Because I had no self-confidence growing up at all. Because being neurodivergent with ADHD and autism, the public school not knowing what to do with me, I had no self-confidence whatsoever, and they didn't know what to do with me at all. So I was, putting my own little spaces, and there was a time I said, I just want to be like everybody else. Thank God I wasn't like that. I am so glad I am not like everybody else. Dodged a bullet there. But honestly, for me, growing into me, that was a big part that fundamentally changed my, I guess you could say, vibrational energy, because I have so many people tell me, wow, Rudy, you have such heart. I can feel keyword here, feel the passion you have. Not just here.
And the passion as well.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the biggest thing that's helped me grow.
Tell us about a recent project or achievement, Rudy, you're particularly proud of.
Oh man. So there's a few. There's a couple that aren't done yet,
Yes.
but I fully expect them to go through. We're going to be helping some hospitals
That's awesome.
save some money. That's always cool.
Yeah.
I'm in talks right now with a nonprofit. They have about 1,500 employees. I'm praying for that to go through too. Not set in stone, of course, but being able to create potentially huge impacts like that. But honestly, even something as simple as, hey, I help somebody save $500 a month toward their future. I look at even because as far as I'm concerned, they have the same impact because they're helping somebody for the rest of their life.
That's right.
It's the same impact, just a bigger scale. That's the same level of vibrational energy, the same level of creation, which is awesome. So whether it's big or small, because I do small things, I do big things. I'm actually helping also a very good friend of mine who I've known for about 3 years. Going to set him up with a solid retirement as well. I've had just an absolute run of very cool things coming on.
Lovely. Lovely.
As the past several months.
Changing all the time, guys. So reach out to Rudy, have a chat, because things change. What was right yesterday can be wrong tomorrow. They can change a law overnight, and then Rudy will tell you, okay, they're playing the game. We're going to play the game too. Let's see what we can do about all that. Find out. Because that's what Rudy does. He's got his finger on the pulse. What advice would you give someone, Rudy, a 20-year-old version of yourself who wanted to follow in your footsteps? What would you tell him?
Oh, what I tell the 20-year-old me, have a healthy relationship to money and be mindful of what you're actually spending it on. Right. It's easy to spend money in a consumer society.
Popcorns for $10. You're joking?
Right. Hey,
home for $1.
My $7 coffees.
Yeah.
$7 coffees. You can buy a can of coffee for $7 and it will last you 30, 40, 50 cups.
Piss me off. You go to Starbucks, they want you to line up and wait for it.
Oh yeah. Oh, and they'll ask for a tip for handing you your coffee. Right. Oh my, I could go on. And all the Ubering and the DoorDashing. Do you realize how much you're spending on Uber and DoorDash, or how much do you spend on your phone? And I'm not talking just the phone either.
Yeah.
The subscriptions, the games. We're not aware of how we treat money, because money to us is numbers on an app we never look at. My grandmother had a ledger this thick. If you asked her on any given day how much money she had, she would know down to the penny. I'd be willing to bet if you asked 10 people, hey, do you know how much you have in your bank account right now? No one's going to know. Except for maybe like one person who knows down to the penny, but they're like me. I'm a numbers nerd. But that's the biggest thing is having the cognizance to be aware of what you're actually spending your money on.
Okay.
It's crazy.
What are your goals and aspirations for the future, my friend?
We're going to be here all night if we go over that. Honestly, for me, helping nonprofits, it's near and dear to my heart. I want to help hospitals because I feel like helping them, saving them money. They're a big part of our community, of our country. They save us, so we should save them. It's kind of a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned. But also in doing so, being able to give back to the community as a whole. I eventually want to start an animal rescue because I'm very near and dear. Animals are very near and dear to me. I want to do some work for our veterans because my grandmother was actually a veteran, Navy during World War II. And I also want to do a lot of advocacy work for the neurodivergent community because I want to say, guys, guess what? You're neurodivergent. That's a blessing. Let me show you what I did in my world where the world said, oh, you can't do anything because you're neurodivergent. Yeah, watch me. So that'll be another
Seeing about hospital, on the few times when I was younger, with sports injuries usually, when I'm laying in a hospital bed, I used to look around the room and I think, what the fuck? These people work their ass off. They're going from patient non-stop. Non-stop. And I was so, when you see it from that point of view, I was so darn grateful for these people. And they're working 12 and 14-hour shifts, and sometimes, guys, unpaid. Their shift might have finished 3 and 4 hours ago, and they stay there because there's a need, and that's compassion.
100%. 100%. They should be getting paid 5 times what they're getting paid, honestly, for the work they do and the heart they put out for all the people that come through those doors. And it's just, it's crazy. If I can help those people have a really cushy retirement, that would be good for them too. They deserve every bit of it.
Look at all the different bloody orifices to look up. Imagine that for a job.
Right. Yeah, let's set them up with a really nice retirement so they can, live on a beach in Cancun or something. They deserve it. They really do. Hopefully I can help them too. I would really like to.
You can't save the world, but you can save a few, Rudy. Tell me.
Exactly.
What's the best way that listeners and people watching this wonderful podcast, how can they reach out and find out more about your fantastic services? I'm assuming you cover all over the states?
Yep, all 50 states.
Fantastic.
Yep, I'm on LinkedIn. I'm Rodolfo Gargioni. Feel free to look me up. LinkedIn's my main go-to. I'm also on a platform called Alignable. Great platform, fantastic place to network. I love it. And I'm also going to give a shout out to my good friend, Dr. 𝐅𝐚𝐬𝐧𝐻𝐿 with 𝐷ZWay. His platform is absolutely
Easy Way. I've been on Easy Way a few times.
Good. He's amazing. Dr. 𝐅𝐚𝐬𝐧𝐻𝐿 is one of the most incredible humans I've ever had the honor to meet. He's incredible. His platform is incredible. His mission is incredible. If any of you guys haven't met 𝐅𝐚𝐬𝐧𝐻𝐿, Dr. 𝐅𝐚𝐬𝐧𝐻𝐿, you must. He's on LinkedIn as well. Shout out to you, Eric. You're amazing, man. Thank you for what you do.
By the way, he's been on the show. I've had
awesome. Good deal.
I've had Eric on the show. He's
fantastic.
Awesome guy.
Love it.
The only thing is I'll say about Eric, he does too much. There's too many. He's ahead of the game. He's ahead of us. He's got too many moving parts, and us mere mortals struggle to keep up with him. But he's an awesome guy.
I totally see that, and I totally get it because I'm like that too. I have 5 trillion things I'm working on all at once. It's like, I get that.
Me too.
It's so great. I love it.
Yeah, he's doing what he can. In fact, every time I go on the show, which I haven't been the last few times I've been on other podcasts, but what's happened, I always give him a prize for his guests. It's a 7-day hot. You know that bag, the Wheel of Fortune sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
I give them a $1,200 holiday here in the Philippines.
Nice.
That's my contribution. Trying to give back because I believe.
Beautiful. I love that. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. I love that.
Yeah,
wonderful. Awesome. Hey, you got to give back. Entrepreneurship allows us to actually do that.
That's the whole point of it, guys. That's the whole point. You're not going to take it with you. If you think you are, tell you what, guys, if you think you're going to take it with you, leave it behind. When you get back, I'll give you a triple on your investment. All right? Triple.
Oh, man. Nobody can say no to that.
Just leave it with me. You're in good hands. Before we wrap it up, tell us a fun fact about yourself that really that most people don't know.
Well, I was born 3.5 months early. I weighed 1 pound, 5 ounces. I had a 10% chance of living, so I'm here, thankfully. I will say this though, that's a serious fact. I'll tell you guys a fun fact. I was a nerdy metalhead in high school. I played Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, and listened to death metal, black metal, the most terrifying music you could think of. I still do. I love heavy metal. Always have, always will.
The only went close to that for me, and I loved them when I was younger, and I still do. Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin's awesome. Yes.
Starway to Heaven and all those songs. They're just
great. So I'm a total music nerd. Yeah. I listen to everything from Frank Sinatra to classical to death metal and everything in between.
Someone's out there, and I believe, but maybe because I'm old school, I believe they don't write music like they used to.
They don't.
It had lyrics. It had stories.
Right. And also, I'm old school. Listening to music on vinyl preferably through a device that's powered with vacuum tubes. Yeah. You cannot get any better sound anywhere. It has a warmth and a delicate and a beauty that you cannot get with this electronic nonsense that they make nowadays. Vinyl through vacuum tubes.
Awesome.
Perfect.
All right. We're going to wrap this up now. Thanks for being on the show, Rudy. You've been an awesome
pleasure.
Guest. And guys, any of you out there, please subscribe to this channel. You're going to meet lots of awesome people like Eric Julie. You're going to meet Rudy. You're going to meet my friend from Hollywood who's 84, looks about 40, who's a personal fitness trainer to the stars, and lots more people. You're going to meet the lady who said, "Be a good human." I thought that was awesome. You're going to meet the lady who's not a CEO, she's a CEO, right? And lots more. These podcasts are a lot of fun, guys. So if you want to have some fun, come on the show. Thanks for being on the show, Rudy. It's been a pleasure, my friend.
My pleasure, Jeff. You're awesome, man. I love it.
Thank you.